Right. So today's stream is gonna be probably very short. I don't know. Will very much depend on how much energy I have today. But the point is, I will be watching, more like reviewing the balloon body and area, sort of. Because while watching the Hyper Game Dev stream, which I believe was on Monday, we did talk about the pass follow 2D object and the fact that having a body in it is not necessary, which is quite interesting because we had some limitations with this body, and using an area instead could eventually kind of break those limitations. So maybe here we don't need this move and slide thing, so we're gonna try this. Really, it's just a question of trying to use an area 2D instead and see how this turns out. I guess so. So that's the very first thing. Then, based on this, we could start looking into this user interface update. So maybe there's gonna be everything. So I don't really know. Like, yeah, I will go with the flow today. So eventually we can just need to change this type to an area 2D. By the way, why are they okay to return to area? So yeah, area 2D. Balloon body. This has to change, obviously. Name of a script. Why is... oh, interesting. Static... oh, it's right there. Never mind. Yeah, so you will notice that I'm kind of slow. Today. So we have area 2D here. Hi, Scrappy Cow. How are you doing? I think it's the first time I see you around. I'm trying to get it. That's definitely not my best stream since I'm very exhausted and very tired. I just started one because I do want to work on this project. But yeah. Second. Okay. Alright, that's fine. So I don't know if you know this project. This when is the game jam ending? In pretty much 25 days, something like this. We're on day 5 of the jam, I think. I've missed 2. So it's yeah, it's very early. At the moment we have like a very simple prototype. Which probably doesn't work because I have changed this. It is a lot of time for a jam, yes. It's part of the reason behind this jam. Because Liz used to do 1 hour jams, which are very short. So she decided to do something very different, which is 30 days, so that even if you are on short times or schedules, you can participate and still deliver some interesting things. Like if you have a full-time job, which takes a lot of time, even after the job, yeah, that's pretty cool. So for us here, it's gonna be probably exploring new features. Having made a tower defense game before? No, never. That's the first time for me. And the thing is... hit. Do we have to keep there? Yes, I think so. So, what about you? What is your Godot level? I mean, if you do, you probably do Godot. Are you like learning from videos, or do you make games on your own? I probably have the turret range. Manage this. Scan for balloon, right? Mm-hmm. You're learning Python. Okay, that's cool. I never tried to make a game in Python, and I don't know code, bro. I mean, if it's doing Python things in particular, yeah, it's probably very not likely that I do stumble on his work. But yeah, I mean, if you want to transition to Godot, I think it's very close. Otherwise, yeah, there's probably some cool things you can do, like kind of small servers or something. What am I trying to figure out right now? I'm just basically trying to see if it is better to use an area 2D to manage the collision of the balloon, which is a path 2D object. Because before that, I used a character body 2D. But the thing is that by using a character body, when the balloon was moving along the path, the actual collision shape of it wasn't updating. So I had to have the character body have a move and slide be triggered every frame to kind of recalculate the position of it. But yeah, it turns out it's not necessary. And according to what Liz said, it's also most likely that using area 2Ds for the little balloons is probably going to be more efficient than having character bodies. Even though they are not supposed to collide, because I am actually not having them on the physical layers or whatever. Like, they have no mask, so they kind of don't really calculate. I don't know. So anyway, it's supposed to be a little bit more efficient. And hi Mark, how you doing? But yeah, the thing is that right now I'm kind of slow, like very, very slow, because I do have a toothache for 3 days now, and yeah, I kind of have like pain medications which are making me kind of woozy. So it's gonna be very, very slow. What was I looking for? Yes, turret damage, I think. Yeah, scanning for balloons. So right there, we just change the time. And we get rid of this balloon body, I think. Wait, we have balloon areas. Right. And in there we do fetch the list. Will target hit? So maybe it's actually good now. Maybe not. Wait, what? Didn't I just change this? And for balloons. Oh wait, is that not used anymore? Looks like it. So was that dead code? Huh. Oh, it's not overlapping bodies anyway, it's overlapping areas. This is going to be kind of annoying though, isn't it? Or is that an error? Balloon areas. Oh, it is area 2D, okay. Cool. So the target is the BloonsTD. Wait, how is that a problem? Target, here we get the green. But yeah, it does look like this is dead code. Why is that? Wait a second. Cooldown progress. Yeah. I'm just gonna remove that. It's turret, Rancheria. And let's try to delete that. Kinda random, but it could work. Oh, we have no turret.
Pew, pew, pew,
Oh, that's the
pew,
sound.
Pew, pew, pew.
Huh. Actually, well, if it did make the sound, it means that they're here. So they do work. Huh. Alright. Do I have some specific test to do about it? Or can I consider this done? I think we're good. Probably good. The thing is that now we do have a React here. Yeah. So, yeah, I can try to do the UI. Right, let's add this. So here we want to create a feedback panel. That's pretty much all we have to do here. Now we'll select this one, and then we have the shop panel. Let's go. You want to say that? No, that's probably small enough. Let's see. So we're using just a panel container here. Would it be balloons? I think so. At the moment, I'm making this game full prototype mode with full placeholders and stuff. So technically, it can be something else when I decide this game to be something else. But I didn't decide anything yet. But I think it could be balloons. It's probably easier. It's not a big deal if the code says balloon, but in fact they are something else. Because we just have to change the labels, sort of. But yeah. Technically, I do want the resolution size of the game to be kind of static. But I'm questioning whether it is useful to fully organize things with containers here to have like the modular interface. Oh, it's kind of a problem though. Well, maybe not. You can have the interface take the entire screen. What was it? 288. So maybe this way? And this guy here will take it. That's a margin container, right? I hope so. Yes, it is. Ah. I'll probably use a container system. Right, so let's create a horizontal box, which is going to be the new user. This is going to be the root. Box first. Expand. Oh. Really wait. This way, we should now be able to add the feedback right there and have it kind of expand if needed based on how we resize the window. So this right there is going to be the right panel and main. And there we can have the feedback. Okay. Feedback. Margin. Let's go with panel. So my feedback. Maybe 288. Ah, that's a lot. But anyway, I want it at the end. Or not. Yes. That's good. Now this margin can be 16. And right there we can hide our container. And we can reuse maybe the same style. So what about this guy? We can save. And reuse. Okay. We need a node margin in there. And something like a rich text label, probably. Okay, maybe more margin. Yes, that seems correct. No feed contents. So that I think it's gonna automatically go down. Yes. Okay. How about the font size though? Theme alright, font size. Ah. There it is. maybe not. 24, that seems fine. So, do I actually care about actually creating all the methods to handle this text? And how to handle the control as well. That could be interesting. So, yeah. Let's just make sure that here we're not blocking the mouse. Right, we're gonna ignore. And we're gonna ignore. Just to make sure. Now we just need to bring the script to interface JDB, which is now HBox. So what about something like create feedback? And of course that would take a string, right? Hi, how are you? Hi Adam, well I am very, very high right now. Because of some pain drugs, but otherwise I'm very fine. So I'm just kind of slow and woozy, but yeah, I'm fine. I've just started to code, but it has been my dream job. Oh, that's super cool. Well, I really wish you some some luck here, because it is definitely something that can end up in working. I mean, finding a job, right? And even though it looks hard, once you have, I want to say that once you have passed the hardest step, which is kind of getting into it, it is a very cool universe. Because coding is, in my opinion, super fun to do and can be very rewarding and very satisfying as well. YouTube. Alright, that's the energies of the moment. But yeah, you have, I mean, it's kind of hard to, at one time, being in France and complain about stuff, but these days, finding a dentist is, like, very complicated. Oh, is that, like, the fake Darian account? But hi. I mean, I think so. The name checks out. And you have one more? So that's the one where you actually publish your League of Legends clips. I'm gonna hide the feedback label by default. No, it's not. Okay, great. And you know how hard it is? Yeah. I mean, the reason why we have like a lack of dentists in France is kind of, I don't want to say it's kind of stupid, but it's slightly funny when you think about it. Basically, it's just that it is much more profitable to be specialized. So there is less and less general dentists, and specialized dentists only take some very specific cases. So it kind of creates that situation where generalists are having much more workload, but they're paid less. So all the new people who do the studies do everything they can to avoid that, because that's way worse working conditions, which makes sense. So yeah, that's pretty much probably not gonna be better. You have learned stent machines and they are complicated. Yes, they are. You managed to find a simple state machine, everything in a single script. I think my eyebrows answered for me. Yeah. State machine is hard at first. It definitely is. But more than hard, I would say that they are heavy. You just use an enum and then match. Yeah, don't do that. That's a no-no. And in fact, doing that is kind of defeating the purpose of using state machines sometimes. But for simple states, you can do it. And it's oftentimes easier to do that. So I don't know if you did watch my state machine videos. They're fine, but they can be done better. But yeah, why they are heavy to learn? Yeah, they are very heavy, and actually they are heavy to implement in the sense that it takes time, and it's a lot of code, like a lot of lines, a lot of files and stuff. I think I have to I actually don't remember what I have here. I gotta check. Let's see. So, I probably don't have one in there. Yeah, probably not. So what if we go look a little bit back in time? Not here. Because I do have one for the Poke Clicker series. That's for sure. This one? Yes. That's the first one I did explain, if I remember correctly. But otherwise, there's a live, and good luck me to find which one. Oh yes, I actually do know. Huh. Well, it is basically the live where I was doing combat for blacksmith. So if I do find this one, I will give it to you. But yeah, in blacksmith idol, I did a more recent way to explain state machine. But yeah. It is kind of... I don't know if it makes sense, but do I actually have this Shanghai? I think it's... yeah, it's this guy. So it is Unity. It is Unity, but the way this guy explains state machine, like right there, this video with the apple trees, the way he explains it is like very cool. Very cool. But it is for Unity, so it is C#. But the thing is that it applies kind of exactly the same with JavaScript if you do the translation. You just have to get rid of the C# complexities which are not that hard to get rid of, I think. So as for the feedback, I can like either I will use a timer at the moment. Maybe I could reference it. But you say, I understood a little, you have separate nodes for each state, and then manager where you control them all, then you just call them with exit or enter. No? Yes, it is very most likely well understood. There's just one thing which I think is very important to know. I don't know if I had this problem with you, not this problem, but this discussion with you, about the function set process. You just have to add this function to your enter state and exit state. So in the enter state, you have set process true. Otherwise, you have it false. And basically what it does is that it enables or disables the process method of a node to be triggered every frame. And it is important to make sure that the states you have, which are dormant states, are not triggering their process methods. So if you want to do it with nodes, you will have to add this for a better system. So if you do watch the Pocket Clicker video, you will need to add this set process thing. Otherwise, I mean, because what I do in the Pocket Clicker video basically is that I don't have the process method of the state in the actual process method. I use a buffer method, which is a process probably without the underscore. And you can kind of skip that and use the real process. But there's another way to make states without creating nodes, and instead you just have one node, which is the entire state, and then all the states, I mean, you have one node which is the state machine, and all the states under that, they are just classes, which are different files, but you don't have more nodes. That's a choice, really. I don't know which one's better, I can't really decide. And you say that I could do it, maybe I should think about making tutorials on YouTube? Maybe I should, I've never thought about it. I mean, I've only been streaming on Twitch forever, so I don't know. Right, I'm gonna make a link to this guy here. Yeah, sometimes sarcasm can be real here. So you have work with errors. States are, I mean, the way you talked about states, I usually do that when I have two states. When I mean, when you can manage it with booleans, it's fine. Using an enum, if you do need an enum and can't use booleans, it's probably a sign that you should make a more complex state machine. And I would say that the most intrication of booleans you could use is 2, which can create 4 states, I think. Like true, 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 false, false, true, false, false. In that case, I would still maybe consider using no state machine, but more than that, you probably won't one. You can use booleans, this is how you've done so far. Yeah, honestly, if you have only 2 states, don't use a state machine. If you have like 3 or 4, you can work with that one. You have 5, that's a no, you have to make a state machine. Your brain state is shutting down when thinking about this. Yeah, I mean, it is very intimidating. It is intimidating. But once you have understood how it works, it's very cool. And this is what's super cool with the videos that I linked. I mean, I'm gonna actually link it right there. The way he explains how states work is, in my opinion, it helps a lot to understand the why you create a state and what it is that you're trying to achieve. So yeah, I think it's very valuable. Okay, so I'm gonna use a timer at the moment. Something like 3 seconds. Oh, also, I did think about my spawning method. Which basically creates a timer every 0.15 seconds. That's probably a bad thing. I don't know. I'm gonna say 5. Can you say oh? Are you trying to make me trip because I'm similarly drunk? And you love that the input delay from live is low. Do you mean like input delay? Like the chat appears fast? I mean that it is fast on my side? You pass the chat. No, if I have to say once, it's fine. I mean, I do sleep when I have to say it like 30 times in one stream, and that I'm in the middle of sentences and stuff. Yeah, that's that becomes. Yes, it doesn't exist indeed. Becomes complicated. If live, oh, we're having code in a chat. Great feedback. And yes. Okay, so maybe I can try to have like the balloon path and close wave. Why can't you use Shift Enter to go down? Because this is not a comment. Is there like a character for line break? Because if there's a character, you could copy the character. But I don't think so. Or you could try the \n. Who knows? Any updates in game though? Don't remember when I left last. Today, not so much, like not at all. In the roadmap, we are here. We're doing this user interface. So the last thing I did was adding blue balloons and having 3 waves spinning. Right now I'm kind of working on the UI. Oh, I actually wanted to mute this. Weirdly enough, I'm not in the mood of getting pew-pewed. So, okay, you should not be here. I disagree strongly. Oh. That makes sense. Alright. Yeah, I can read that. And the fact that you have typed your function is well appreciated. You didn't type your loop, whatever you call that. But otherwise, it is typed. I can print all 100 times. Technically, I don't have to say it. I just have to type it in the chat. And I don't know at what point YouTube is like considering I'm floating my own chat if I do that. It's actually a really good question. We're gonna have a feedback container. How do you use the speak function instead of print? There's no speak function included, so you will have to make your own. Which is probably requiring an audio stream player, which is connected to something which reads the text and creates sound based on the text input. So you probably do need a voice synthesizer. Connect stable API. Well, it said that was supposed to be private, but maybe stable API could work. You're going too bad. It's only. Are you living far east? You probably are, but right now my brain is completely disconnected. Yeah. Wait a second. Is it you from Romania? Oh, you wake up at 5? Oh yeah, I get that. But right now, the reason why I'm cooked basically is because I don't remember who's from Romania. But yeah, the thing is that with my teeth, my sleeping schedule has been completely screwed, and yeah, I've been kind of waking up around midnight. And yeah, I'm kind of like super tired as well as kind of high. Oh, that's the language which summons demons. Oh jeez, my brain refuses to work. I don't know. I just remember that Elfium's from. How do you say that country in English? Belarus? Yeah. Oh, you are from Romania, so I remember well. I don't think I know that many countries of my viewers. Do you not translate? What do you mean? You're from Minsk? Minsk? Because the thing is that in French, Belarus, we say it's Biélorussie, like kind of with Russia in it. Well, either it's Minsk or Minsk, but you guys decide. Yeah, it is Minsk. Oh no, wait, the turrets! Ugh! What's up? Trying to assign a value of real to the to a variable type static to d. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, this guy. Where is it? Does anyone see a static body in there? Wait, where is it? How? It's not even an instruction. You're not taking the baccalaureate. I don't even know how to say that in English. In geography. Don't Romanians people speak Russian too? Oh, you can use the super secret language I can read? Don't do that. How dare you say that we alien country speaks Russian? You have your own language, well... Your own language which summons demon? I mean... I don't really know what language is closest to Latin, because technically, the closest you are to Latin, the more likely you are to summon unworldly things. Hey, bull ass. No, I wasn't writing anything. I was like just... Oh yes, blanking when reading chat. Okay. I thought you meant that when I was looking for my S at the end of my sentence. Wasn't Romania including in USSR? Indeed it was. Was that big? You were in communism? Oh, like modern France. I think I do know someone from Moldavia. And I think... Well, he has a Russian accent. How is that even possible? Static body. Do I really have a script named static body 2D? Trying to assign a value to Boolean 2D. Oh, I think I get it. And here we'll have a type problem. Right there. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't fit. It should work. That's what I'm asking for. Oh, you can type in Russian. Oh, Google Translate. It translates fine. I don't know if I already shared this anecdote here, but to me, trying to learn the Russian alphabet was harder than learning the Korean one because of the shared letters with different sounds. So it was basically more complicated to kind of deconstruct the sound of a letter, for example, saying that something that looks like an N, which sounds like an I. Yeah, like you have to make kind of 2 steps instead of only 1. Oh, come on now. Why does it even scan for balloons? Oh! Wait a second. Yeah. What kind of... Oh. Interesting. So can I revert this? We often joke, but the Russians are coming for us. Are they though? Because I do know that, for example, in France right now, they're trying to say that basically Russia is gonna invade Paris in 2 weeks. That's pretty much what French media is broadcasting. So, PEs are in Russian. And hi Malik, how you doing? You're kind of dropping at the right time. What do you guys think about Russia though? Not much, but I just think that Europe is way out of line on way too many things. And you have some words from Russia. That means yes. Same for Russia, I see. Sebo, you create that horror game where when you reach the end a monster appears? Slenderman? Okay, looks like it is fixed. Sort of. Oh, and we have the feedback! Woo! So it probably took me like 20 minutes. Probably more than that. To make a text box. You have some words borrowed from French. Well, honestly, the language borrowedness in general is so much more spread than we tend to know. That I'm sure we have some Russian words, but we don't know about that. Like, for example, right now in French, we have more and more words which are borrowed from Arabic languages. But people don't even know that. They think it is like street language, which it is. But it is actually indeed Arabic, so... Yeah, we have words from everywhere. But I kind of wonder what kind of words you could take from French. Well, probably the same as English people take. Since they're kind of the usual word that people know. That will be going on the upgrade, I think. Oh. You have salut from Old Latin language? Yes, that's something we've kept for sure. And I pretty much use this word more than hello. Because salut is like the hi in French, it's hi. While bonjour is hello. But it's too formal, I think. Many words are similar to French words. Well, if you have a Latin language, it makes sense. Yeah. French was most spoken language in Russia back then. Why? Why though? And honestly, like, I really hated history classes. For some reasons, that's something which was very not interesting to me. How did the French get to Russia? They did get to Russia, but they pretty much... It didn't end well. I mean, I do know the kind of myth of Napoleon, but that's pretty much it. But you also know the story, and it is true. Well, all I know is that there's this kind of myth of Napoleon being so... desiring so much to expand the French Empire that it went for Russia. But damn, this is so far away. Like, back in the days, like, when they had their travel systems, like, just going from France to Russia would take so long. It would be crazy. And today we're like complaining because the train is 15 minutes late. I mean, I don't know for other countries, but French train system. It has a reputation. French was for the elite ones, though. Huh. But the thing is that what would be the purpose? Like, who was speaking French? Maybe at that time more people were speaking French? But was it like some kind of political language? Diplomatical language? Also, do you have radio, a train company? We do have a train company which kind of supervise everything, but it's just, yeah, it has a reputation for having a lot of problems. Especially, like, you know, being late and stuff. Like, if you compare it to the exact opposite, which is, for example, Japan, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give you one example. Peter the First, that I should Google. I'm gonna give you one example of the train situation in France. I had to go to another region of France. I'm gonna show you just a map, maybe. Right, so get this a little bigger. Oh, come on. Right, so I live here. Okay. And I want to go basically there in train. I want to do that. To do that, I kind of have to go here. I have to go here and then do that. And that's two different trains. However, the train station here is having construction works or whatever. So it was, I mean, it is unavailable from February to May. So I had to find other trains which would be, they were like suggesting me things like 4 different trains to go from here to here. And the prices, the cheapest ticket was 70 euros. And the most expensive one was 268 euros to do that. I'm not kidding. So, yeah. You guys have a city named Brest? Yes, we actually do. We're missing the A. And actually, I did study here. This is the city where I learned programming. I did that here. And technically, I'm living in a town which is named Angers, if you don't know how to pronounce that, which sometimes is kind of funny for English speakers. But yeah. You were born in Brest, not French one? That's funny. Okay, you need to know 3 cities from French for the geography baccalaureate. Paris, Bordeaux, and one more. Probably, I would say Lyon. I think. It's actually funny that I don't see it right now. Oh, it's right there. This one was the capital city before Paris took it. But I don't really know what Bordeaux has in particular. But yeah, that was the French train complaint. Did I miss something? I don't think so. So they said Peter the First. I'm just gonna Google that very quickly. Oh. Okay. I indeed do know this, the other name, Peter the Great. Isn't he the guy from Civilization? That's very plausible. You wonder how cool it is to live near the sea? Honestly, I think it's even much cooler than you think, because when I was there, I had a lot less health problems which you can tie to pollution or pollen allergies and stuff. I had everything gone in 2 weeks. Everything. The weather, though, can be like, for example, wait, is the map gone? Yeah, not yet. There is kind of a, I'm not gonna say a myth because that's kind of a reality. So here, I'm gonna say this big part here, that's Bretagne in French. It has the reputation of raining all the time. So here you live under the rain, no matter what. That's pretty much true. So of course it's kind of false, right? But that's the reputation it has. If you want to see rain, you go there. It's kind of the French London. It's an oceanic climate. We have a lot of different climates in France. In France, with actually very close proximity. Oh, you have near the Atlantic Ocean. It is Sable. Yeah, probably. But it's probably like this little point is probably kind of taken in the ocean part more than the rest. Down is south, you have Mediterranean climate. Yes. Yes. Well, for example, here we have sun for a week, and we did not see the sun for like more than 3 months. That was kind of rough. Why are you even caring about the agrometry here? That's the type of question that I couldn't even know. I mean, if that's the kind of thing you guys learn in geography, that's the thing which kind of surprises me sometimes. In France, the general education level is so low. I have to take a baccalaureate in geography. Yes, but I mean, we don't even care about French geography, so yeah, that's the thing, right? You need to know all Europe. Bro knows something we do not. Yeah, the thing is crazy. Like the level we have in French education is very low. I mean, that's kind of the paradox of France, which is we are one of the country who spends the most in education, but have the worst results. So I'm going to duplicate this margin. I'm going to duplicate that and create a kind of a grid. So here, there's actually a HTML container, I think. Oh no, it is you, Alfio, who's very young. I mean, very. Let's not exaggerate. What am I looking for? Oh yes, the charm. Oh, you're 19? Hi, Luis. How you doing? I think you're new, are you? Welcome then to the channel. Belarus and Miss Temperate Climates. You guys are training to be encyclopedias. You're good. We have a little bit more than just an hate block. Wait a second, so we have V-Bucks, 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. So what about you, Luis? Are you like learning Godot or something? Making games in Godot? I usually have people learning around there. I think I did my baccalaureate when I was 17. I mean, I'm sure actually. Maybe that space will take the upgrades a bit. Modeling. Baccalaureate is for high school. Yeah, kind of. I mean, I think it kind of depends from country to country. Right, let's make this a V-Box. So this is gonna be the turret. Okay, so we have a label. Oh, maybe this should be a component, I don't know. Yeah, so you're trying to create something you do. Okay, so did you, I mean, just wondering, curious, like you're just discovering the stream or you actually discovered the videos? Also, what kind of game you're trying to make? Because maybe I could like direct you to some channels with that kind of content. In your country, it's when you graduate from university. So university is something after 18. Is it? I think so. Well, the good thing is that even if you get as old as me, you can always have like the opportunity to learn stuff. See, for example, I waited to be 27 to start making games, even though like that's kind of what I should have been doing first. It's never too late. 11 years of school, you know. Well, I did a lot of school as well. Just had this kind of compulsory need to never go to my final exams. Officially, I have just like the most basic diploma ever in France, the most generic one. So yeah, turret name. What do we have here? I'm gonna say turret name as well. We gotta make it center. Red info. separator. Oh, I'm just gonna. Red info. Label. Oh no, we need two. Fuck. On one hand, the container system is fine. On another hand, sometimes it's kinda heavy. Wait a second, I will need a controller here. I think so. Oh, that's maybe a little bit too spaced out. Oh dear. Exhaustion's catching up. Oh, that's why you have such complicated geography things. That makes more sense. Your Android developer from Brazil was sent in the bank, but you ended up becoming interested in learning Godot. Sorry. Yes, sorry. Yes, interesting. Sorry for my English, I understand very little of the speech. Oh, so I guess that my French accent isn't making it better. Or maybe it is. Who knows? I tend to have like tutorials which are very much directed for beginners. But it depends on the kind of game that you're interested of making. Right? So if you want to make if you want to make tower defense, for example, I don't really have this yet because that's the very first tower defense I'm making, so the videos will come later. And on my channel, you will find mostly idle game stuff. Otherwise, if you're looking for platformers, I think you should go check Braki, which is very popular. And I actually don't know that many channels with guided series. Most channels have mostly individual tutorials. You've watched some tutorials and actually managing to do some things, and you're interested in making a horror game. Wait a second. Oh, wait, no. Okay, never mind. Because I'm gonna explain anyway, but Basically, this guy is about to create a horror game, and he's aiming to do it in 30 days. 30 days, 3 months. Sorry. And so it's supposed to be easy and stuff, but I forgot one thing. The channel's in French, so probably not very useful. And Liz is live. Okay. First build session. Interesting. She's finally starting. Well, at least... Oh, sorry. We are out of music. Do you guys... Well, felt bad if I do loop it. Yeah, at least you guys are entertaining the algorithm with the chat. That's cool. Oh, I actually need to check that. Horror games. When you say horror games, I kind of think 3D, right? You most likely want to make a 3D game. Oh, and now that I think about it, the guy that I just showed, beside of being a French channel, he's also gonna work in Unity. Huh. 3D. Who's doing 3D? I think Braki is doing 3D. He has done one, if I remember correctly. Yes, he made a 3D game, so maybe this could be interesting. I only have one thing in 3D which could be interesting for you, I guess. That is... Where are my videos? It is kind of specific, but you probably just want to go fetch this video about Skyblock, about the player and camera, because this applies to any kind of game. But otherwise, I don't have any 3D content kind of useful for horror game. Quibbles, Fire Balloon. Yeah, I actually don't know. Maybe Coding Quest did something. I don't really follow the videos here, I just saw a few. So I don't know if there are some good 3D content in there. I don't know. Right, so we have the thing in there, and we do need 2 things still. H-box. Upgrade buttons. Kinda big, but I can handle it. You're already able to do some things regarding the character movement and some interactions with the environment. Oh, that's cool then. That's very cool. So probably my video is not going to be useful. It's probably something you already know. You most likely already have the raycasts and stuff to interact with the objects, which is probably the only 2 things which you could scrub from my videos which are useful. I forgot about raycast. So yeah, I guess that from there it will be a lot of scripting, and I don't think there's any way to shortcut learning scripts. Sadly. But if you worked on Android before, you will be fine because you probably know how to code anyway. That's kind of small. Since you already programmed, the GDScript issue has been actually easy. Yes, I guess so. It's kind of easy to get into. And if you want to, you always have the opportunity to jump to C# if you prefer that. I wanted to make this project right now that I'm doing in C#, but the game has to be web compatible, which is requiring GDScript, sadly. Where are you going? Well, you were supposed to go and you wake up early tomorrow. Good luck with that. And 90. Thanks for passing by, it was cool. Spelling button. Oh, that's too much. Oh, it is 16 in Brazil. Yeah, that's the thing that I kind of find interesting with the YouTube adventure is the kind of difference in time. So France we have, oh, it's 20 in France right now. But the good thing is that what I'm saying right now is absolutely totally invalidated by the fact that the two most active people, I mean, on a regular basis, are Darian and Alphium, who are both very east. But in general, I have a lot of viewers from the west, which means that me having late shifts translates into day, so it's kind of nice. But I'm trying to be not too late anymore. Oh. Okay, so that's for the upgrades. I'm not going to have them. Oh, wait a second. Ugh. This has to be more than a button. Because they have custom content. That's fine. That's tasks for future me. The panel. That's honestly just text rectangles. Yeah. The placeholder here is gonna be kinda yeah. So which ones? $32 seems maybe a little bit small. Can I quick load something? I think so. What if I have it 64? Nah, that's too big. Oh, they can be spreaded? Seriously? That's slightly too small, I think. Okay, let's increase it to 40. As 44 is fine. Let's go with that. And technically, I can add labels for the sake of reading that at the moment. So what if I say hi? I actually just want... Oh. Do you have a problem here? Okay, so that's gonna be the first. Self-modulate. Oh, really? It's not centered? Come on. Yeah, I was saying, self-modulate, something brownish. It's in better browns. Wait, what? Okay, so this one's gonna be a T and pink. That's the tack turret. That's the tack turret. The ice turret. Am I taking the make a game like a little bit too much at heart? Might be reddish. Oh no, that was better. Yes, that's fine. And the last one's gonna be either H. It's gonna be Superman blue. Alright, we do have turrets. Shop and upgrades. Let's see. So they don't work. So we kind of have to use the regular ones. Oh, and I do have to show the areas of the turrets one of these days. Time currency awarded, and start a new wave. $15? Okay, cool. And what do we have in this next wave? Red? I think I see a little bit more clearly what's gonna happen next. Okay, so we're here. Shop updates. Ready for shop updates. That will have to happen after the monkey update too. Red selection, turret range indicator, turret upgrade. Oh, actually, I actually did prepare this beforehand. That's cool. Oh no, I will have to use Inkscape. This could be complicated. Let's see. I think I know what I'm going to be doing with this. Current branch indicator. Yeah. I can do it. I'm a great Inkscape artist. I made 3 pictures, including a square and a circle. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's in French. Okay, size. So, honestly, this can be. Oh, yeah. So, I'm gonna draw a circle. Okay. Now, selection? Can I increase this? Oh, no. Okay. Let's go back. Circle. Maybe in transform? Oh, if I say this, that's gonna be too big, right? Oh, right. What's this? I will get it eventually. What are you trying to do? A circle that takes the entire size and it's centered. So this is cool. Next, I want to change the inside into something like this. And that's it. We have a range indicator. What do you think? Doesn't canvas doesn't matter. Well, since Godot doesn't take SVG, I wanted to have it like big so it can. Oh, you mean that at the end it will just like only keep the circle and just take care of the circle? Even if it is like this. Well, it's kind of out of the canvas right now. Maybe not out of the canvas, but so yeah, let's export it. Oh, it's so bad. Yes, Bloons project. Set texture. 3x3? Where did you see 3x3? Oh, this. Wait a second. That's what I was messing up with. So yes, I'm not sure for 3x3. I'm gonna say no. Is it exploded, by the way? No. I don't care. It was exploded. I can kind of hard make it, if I can say it like this. Come on. Oh. Getting better. Getting better. Oh, there it is. I have it. Alt Shift. Let's see. I forgot Shift. Almost. But you... Oh, maybe because of those little guys here. Wait. Ah, very close actually. But this guy works. Yeah. This one's fine. Because I wanted to keep this center. Did you know that when you drag a unique node like this, you can have control so that it adds unready and stuff? That's something I learned very recently. Range indicator. It is actually true. And when we place it, range indicator visible equal false. Isn't it great? Look, this is gonna be so perfect. Wow. Almost too clean. It's actually starting to look like something. Even though this is fake data. Maybe the range is slightly low. Yep. Life is hard, is it? Will there be bullets? No. We discussed that extensively in Liz's stream on Monday. There will be bullets for the TAC tower. Seriously? Like, I do move the camera and Nvidia is like, say, nope. So yeah, we did talk about that. And At the moment, I'm using auto hits. So if there, there can be bullets, but there won't be real bullets. They will be fake bullets. Like the turret, auto targets, auto hits, and then you have a fake bullet to fake the hits. If that makes sense. And yeah. But yeah, eventually we will have guns in a super secret setting. Then we calculate distance between tower and enemy. I think it's gonna be very easy. And hold the hit? What do you mean by hold the hit? So it matches bullets. Oh! Probably. Yeah. Well... you can't... It's probably possible. Since we know the starting point and... Oh, wait a second. Because I was thinking about having the bullet travel through a twin, which in theory is not bad, but the target will move. But if we make it very fast, target will not have time to move a lot. Because otherwise it would be like a bullet that kind of makes an arc, you know, like it always goes toward the target, so the target goes away and it's sweep. But we can wait for the bullet to kind of reach, yeah. I think so. How do you calculate the distance of a vector? Probably by using the Pythagorean. Because you have the vector, you have x, you have y, so you get that with the squares, I guess. Yeah. Finally, it's useful. Who would have thought? I'm gonna call my math teacher. What was I doing? I'm gonna ship the user interface update. If you manage to do this, please share. What is this? You want to make a TD game in future? Are you talking about the Abyss Watcher? Because this game looked very interesting. The only part which is very scary to me in that game is the part where there is no fixed path. If that makes sense. So that, for example, you need to have kind of auto path for units. Honestly, I'm wondering if making that kind of game with a hexagonal grid, a hidden one, not a visible one, could be interesting. Because having a hexagonal grid makes it kinda easy, or it makes it easier to work with 8 stars, I think. Because otherwise you kinda have to work with navigation region obstacle and stuff. So it's probably fine. I just don't know how to use those. I don't know how to use those, and I do believe from what I've seen that they are very performance hungry. So it is necessary to make them in a optimized way. And when you have a big map, you want to create smaller units. And I mean, it's manageable, I guess. But yeah, maybe I think that handling this with a hexagonal grid could be interesting. I do love hexagons. No, I actually don't need that. Oh yes, I wanted to ship. Wow. Save. Package. Smartphone. And that's gonna be user interface updates. Like this game first. I am much more hyped by Abyss Watcher, not gonna lie. It just seems very complicated to make. Like, the complexities of making Abyss Watchers are very scary compared to Blacksmith, which is much more... I mean, the difficulties are different. Abyss Watchers, like... things I just don't know how to do, in general. And I don't have solutions ready for this kind of things. But... Blacksmith is more like the complexity relies on the big complexity of the game structure and component structure, and how there are like lots of components which relies on other components, I mean, resources, and have everything kind of click together. Monkey update 2. You have lots of ideas. Yeah, that's the thing. Honestly, I don't know about you, because that's kind of a personal feeling. But I do still think that I'm kind of in a state where I'm not fully ready to make a full game that I want to publish, in the sense that on one hand, I don't have any specific idea, you know, like something very clear that I say, okay, this is something I can do, this will take this amount of time, and this will be done. I don't have anything like this, first. And second, the thing is that every time I work on a project, like even the blacksmith project, I do realize that there's still a lot to learn in general, right? Because the amount of things I've learned in making the blacksmith is kind of big. And this kind of feeling of, oh, this should be different, like this should be made more resilient and stuff. Your favorite is 2D game about train in post-apocalypse? Yeah. Oh, you mean the idea? Trains. Do I like trains? Well, it is interesting to make trains in Satisfactory. I think trains are fine in Factorio as well. 2D train in post-apocalypse. Well, honestly, the pitch you gave me for Abyss Watcher was very cool. This one was very interesting to me. Red selection. Basically, you can move only forward. But that's a kind of interesting mechanics, you know. That forces some choices and that creates tension. But if it is not well done, it can just become the kind of mindless decision in the case of idling, for example. And gather resource? Nah. It depends on if you want this to be kind of a roguelike. Could be interesting. A roguelike where you're forced to move forward, right? Like you can't really go back and take all the resources. Turret selection. How do you select a turret? By clicking on the body. Did you play Frostpunk? Yes, I actually liked it very much. Someone gifted the game to me and I really appreciated this gift very much. Frostpunk on a train. Wow, that would be complicated to imagine. Well, something related to Frostpunk a little bit, which I enjoyed, but actually didn't finish. Maybe I should do that in the stream to kind of motivate me to go through the entire fight, is Ixion? I don't know. Instead of new buildings, you make cabins. Yeah. Yeah, that's the rough limitation to deal with, only being able to build vertically or horizontally, more likely. Oh, you have to type it on. Just had an idea. Super cool. Sounds good for you though? Yeah, maybe it is. I mean, it's just if you feel like it fits the game and it doesn't, it's not a limitation too hard for the construction gameplay, you know, because for example in Frostpunk or Ixion, you kinda have this kind of, how do you Tetris the different buildings together? And you don't have that with the train, right? But with the train, you have a different kind of questions, which is you can only build horizontally, and then maybe some cabins can have interactions with neighbors. So you want to try to have different cabins between next to each other, and there's basically virtually no way to make the perfect train, because you will never have one cabin with the 4 neighbors it can interact with. It will always have maximum 2. So you send something in Discord. It is something I can disclose. Where I sent nothing. What are you lying about? I'm not drunk. Am I? Oh, I can't send picture. Right, sure you can. Right, so let's have a static variable selected turret. Oh, wait a second. Is it possible for an area to be clicked? Oh, there's a body. Phew! For a second I thought we had a big problem. It is done. Oh, it's kinda cute. Is it flying though? Yeah, it's actually clearer than what I expected. Because the train is smaller than the, I mean, it's complicated because I have no image in mind. I have this kind of super cool mind with absolutely no image in it. So that's kind of annoying sometimes. But yeah, I kind of pictured bigger train. I mean, more zoomed in, so it felt kind of not enough information. But the way that it is a little bit more zoomed out, it's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Maybe I have to interact with event here. Input event. Emitted when an event occurs requires input pickable to be true. So, is this supposed to help me get the click? I really like the sound of trains. Are you autistic? Or, I mean, you mean probably autistic more than acoustic? I'm gonna assume that's the autocorrect of your phone. Do you want me to flip a coin? I don't know. Because maybe there's a real thing about that with trains, I don't know. I never really looked into it. It's a safer work word. Acoustic? Well, I mean, autistic is not like a bad word, I think. Like, it's clearly, I don't want to say popularized, but if YouTube bans for it, Twitch does? Really? Well, YouTube has a lot of videos about autism in general, so I don't see how this is bad, right? Like, I mean, it is so, I don't want to say so common now, but it's like we are realizing kind of that it's not a full handicap, but more of a kind of something that people are located on a spectrum. So I don't think it is like this negatively associated with. Are you disturbing me from work? Not really, because honestly right now I'm just super exhausted and super tired. So I'm not very efficient anyway. So at least I'm staying awake, and since I'm gonna go to bed at a more logical time, it's gonna be better for me to get back to the normal rhythm. We have a note here. The thing is that technically I should be, I mean, I don't want to say should be, but I'm kind of below stream conditions. But at the same time, like, I really want to do a little bit of the project because I couldn't work on it yesterday. So I really want to do it today. But even though it's not much, like, we have 30 days. 30 days, like, we're fine. The problem with this watcher is that you're not that goated in pixel art. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Well, honestly, it could be vectors. I mean, I don't know how it could look like, but I think it could be. Like, it's not really vectors, but I don't know why I'm thinking about this game. But you kind of have like sometimes some graphics which are like the characters. Yeah, like, I don't know if if it is the kind of things you could do in vectors. Well, maybe if you do vectors but with a drawing tablet. Did you play it? I wish I didn't. My credit card didn't like it. That's the worst kind of game, really. Like, they really play on. I mean, I'm the kind of person who's like very chaotic in the sense of I really love playing a lot of different builds, trying different things, even like trying weird things which technically don't necessarily work, but I just want to try those builds. And games like AFK Arena are just like, yeah, gating trying stuff with money, so on the long run it doesn't work. An AFK journey, so honestly, I don't know if it is someone who just copied the style, because I don't think it is a game from the same company, but it does look very much the same. It's the same devs? Alright, I thought I looked into it and it wasn't Lilith. Well, maybe it's the same devs, but not the same editor. That's possible. Maybe it's the same editor and I just didn't notice. It's better? Anyway, okay. Well, right now I'm playing this at the moment. I'm playing this game. I'm not settled yet. I still don't really know. You're in top 20 in arena, being free to play. Oh, the arena, alright. Ah, that's cool. Yeah, right now I'm testing this, I don't know. But I do know that a game that I really liked, I was just paying the monthly thing, right? Which is like something like, there was like 3 or 5 euros per month, which is very reasonable. And otherwise, the game is kind of good looking. And it was fine. It was fine. But I don't think that playing it now is good because of all the catching up stuff. I don't know. But I really did enjoy that in the past. And it has seasons like PoE does. Oh, PoE. Is it still 30 euros? Idle Eros. I think I tried it, Idle Eros, but I probably didn't really stick to it. Yeah, I tried, but I didn't catch. I don't know why. That's not really what I prefer as graphics. But on the other hand, it's probably something you can do in vectors. It's the most pay-to-win game ever, and that's probably why I didn't catch. Well, AFK Arena is kinda pay-to-win. But, I mean, pay-to-win is not really something that I do mind. What I do mind is pay-to-play with a whaling system on it. For example, at some point, AFK Arena is really a pay-to-play, because most of the things in the game you actually can't really play with them. And by that I mean some heroes or some things which requires high level fusions or whatever. I just remember that at some point in the progressing was just like, you want a new hero, then spend a lot of money. That's kinda meh. AFK Journey, yeah, I don't really know. Maybe I'll try that. Such a problem. I mean, yeah, Maybe they did realize that having too much pay-to-win thing is not really helpful. I mean, I don't know, because on the other hand, you have to make money for the company. So there's no input event when I click on this. I could... Oh, maybe because it's not pickable. Moving platform? Now I'm kind of scared that it interacts with it when I... Oh yeah, that's fine. Am I doing this right? Can't we use button? For the turret? Maybe. Maybe. But... Yes, I think it works. Probably works. Hey! I just placed the turret. And why is it happening twice? I mean, that's the worst thing ever, you know? Let's go. I don't even need that button. I just need a button. Where is it? Where are you? Oh, it's right there. And get flat. The extra button is so weak. Why so? What is weird about it? Like, I can use texture on a normal button? Why would I need another? Actually, very easy. Because in a texture button... But what do they say about it, actually? It's the same as a button, except it uses sprite instead of Godot's theme results. It is faster to create, but it doesn't support localization, like more complex control. So yeah, in my opinion, I think the interesting part is that you can set the textures for the different states. And it's actually very easy. Oh, there's the mask. That's the thing. The click mask is very, very useful. Because with the click mask, you can create circular buttons. And that you can do with the regular button. Without using twisted mathematics things. So I'm gonna go with click mask. Because, see, right there, my turret is a square. But if it was a circle... Oh yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Well, on another hand, the game is gonna be very simple. And I will probably only have square turrets anyway. But I have I wanted it once? I did. Twice. In the same project, actually. These buttons are circular. Well, kind of. These buttons are circles, which means that if you click right there, it doesn't do anything. But if you click on the button, it does do something. And in the map here, it's kind of the same thing, right? Those buttons, they are waiting for you to click properly on them. Well, actually they do not react. Wait. Oh yeah, you get the point. Huh. And I can't get them away? Oh. Well, nobody would feel the difference if it was a rectangle? Yes. Yes, they would. On a touchscreen, probably not. But it is... Okay, I'm gonna show you a different version of my point. You probably don't want to use button mask for this. But, I don't know, you know when you have a map with... Oh, actually, I have a video about it. I actually have something about that. Not here. Sweet. Oh, really? Wow. I had hair. See, that's my city. Right there. See, create areas. The create areas on the map. So, technically, you can use button masks. But here I've done this by using actual areas, right? Can we see how this works? Show us how it works. Come on, don't be mean, show us. This guy never stops speaking. Anyway, you get the point. You can either do this with area 2Ds, which is what I did. Or you can use mask buttons, which I didn't really know how to do at that point. This YouTuber is mean. Yeah, I don't know why he spent like 51 minutes. 51 minutes to make a map. To make 2 rectangles. That's crazy. So anyway, where is... Do not watch? Yeah, or just watch the ads. You don't need to watch the rest. Like watch the ad and then you get away. So what if I use that? Yes, of course. Did you earn something with ads? Yes. Mostly. So technically I've earned with ads since September. It is in September that I did reach the requirements. But otherwise, yeah, since September it is 100. But there's some... Can you have the actual... Yes, that's 100 euros. So September, October, November, December, January, February. Well, 6 months. In. And I actually was very surprised to see that I have my very first member. Someone randomly, I mean not really randomly, but became a member like a few days ago. I actually kinda had forgot I had this up. But yeah. Just gonna press this button and we will see if your technique is worth it. Kinda beautiful, isn't it? Button as button. You have ad block? Well, I mean, I knew it. Like, when I started YouTube, I knew that if I want to make money with this, I don't have to rely on advertising because my public is 2 categories. Number 1, gamers, and number 2, programmers. And I mean, it's a population that uses ad blockers a lot. So I knew that. And I don't blame anyone because I don't want to say it's a bad monetization way. Like, it is something which is kind of interesting to create value without having to purchase anything. But in the long run, it's better to not rely on advertising. But what's kind of cool is that anyway, the content I create is not the kind of content that I have to censor what I'm doing to fit the criteria of the advertisers. And you became a basic member. I'm gonna say thank you. Of course I have to. So I will probably get the emotes back in. I think. Let me check that. I don't know if I can put the emotes in there. I think... I remembered I did that. Where? So anyway, you will find that you now have a new Discord role. If you do have linked your Discord with YouTube, you will have access to a brand new channel, which is kind of irrelevant for you since you already have access to the super secret channel. So yeah. You want a purple name? Which purple? Well, technically that's just changing the purple, the fog guy thing. Like, get away. Sure. If I go in server role, like technically you can give me a color code. Right, you're purple now. Indigo, isn't that blue? Let's see. Hello, you're beginner game dev and you're now starting a small and using tutorials as needed is the best way to learn, but tend to overdo your projects, making mechanics too overwhelming. Any advice? Yeah, so, okay, let me... See, it's blue! Let me show you something. Copy back. I actually did a kind of monologue on this subject, if you want to see that, which is right there. Here. Is it? Yes, I think it's this one. The most crucial skill to not get submerged. And I do kind of monologue about this. It's kind of chaotic, but I do talk about this. Overscoping, how not to overscope and why not to overscope. So this is kind of a broad and not very concrete advice. I'm gonna give you something that you can apply, and it is exactly what we're doing right now in the last streams. I'm gonna use the jam as an example because it is very easy to see. Wait a second. Super cool. You can see that those advertisings are not well targeted. So, in this jam, the role is to recreate a game which already exists, a simple game. And by playing this game, recreating this game, you can't overscope because the limitation already exists. So right there, for example, it is simple, right? You have only a few turrets, you have 5 different turrets, you have 1 level, and you just have little balloons that do come across. So my suggestion is pick games which are in the type of game you want to do, but games which already exist, so that you can train learning how to implement the things without having to kind of brain fog about the game design, the features, the mechanics and stuff, so that you can focus on training. So yeah, that's kind of the advice here. Otherwise, if you really want to make your own project, which is very fine, I really suggest having a... Well, you do create the scope, which is like, I'm gonna make it platformer, so I want something with 1 level, being able to jump, and that's gonna be the first round. If you do it, you go to the end and you don't add anything. And then you just increment with features, and you don't increment features as long as the first one is not done yet. But yeah, otherwise it's kind of a rampant problem that everyone's dealing with. We all overscope all the time. Yeah. Game dev life. So let's see. Discord. There it is. All settings. Wait, can I use custom? Is that it? 7COOFF. Yes, cool. Alright, let's create a turret. Now it clicked. Okay. So first, let's not allow the bottom to focus. First. And second, let's not allow the bottom to say, hey, if ghosted. Let's see what happens. Well, anyway, if the turret is placed and selected, it's not the end of the world. Because what I want basically is to select the turret when we click on it. Let's see. You watched the video, but you didn't fully understand. You do now, so thank you. And that's cool then. But I think that the problem with the video is that, besides being very chaotic, because that was the first time I tried this format, is that I don't necessarily provide actual thing to do. And yeah, I think that this, by the way, this jam, if you want to try this, it is not here anymore. It is started since the 1st of March, so it is still very much time to join in. And yeah, if you want to try that, it's a very cool thing. And you can even kind of use the streams I'm doing to find cool information on how to make this game. Because I want to make this game as much as possible on stream to kind of provide the teaching materials with it. But yeah, I really suggest you to try, if you want to try tower defense. But yeah, you can pick any game really. So the selected turret is gonna be equal to self. Not selected. Range indicator. It's gonna be visible. And now I just need a way to kind of deselect the tower. Oh, can I create a signal? It's maybe a bad idea. I will most likely have the turret send a signal to the user interface, then the other way around. What are the requirements for adding ads? On YouTube, you mean? I'm gonna go by memory, but it is 500 subscribers and a total watch time of 4,000 hours, which is definitely the hardest thing. Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, it's a lot, I know. It took me March, April, May, June, July, August. It took me 6 months. And at some point, I was really trying to create content to generate as much watch time as possible to get this as fast as possible. But now I don't know where I am about this. Here, watch time is 1K in the last 28 days. And I have 9.8K. Can we see the... Now we can't see the requirements anymore. You have a good format to bid this? Yeah, I think so. I have the playlists. I talk a lot. And the streams really helped. The streams did help. Oh, wait a second. I need to create a function deselect. I thought about making small videos of how to make something good looking in Godot. Well, yeah. I mean, there are most likely some public for this, definitely. Because that's what people go for in the first place. Something that looks good. And making videos is a little bit daunting at first. It's kind of scary. But really, when you see how it was when I did the starters videos, which means that I had very poor planning, very poor video structure, bad microphone. I mean, it was decent, but it's not as good as the one I have right now. And I didn't even bother with editing. Like, I would just record straight entire thing, and if I would make errors, I would just re-record. And yeah, and it's still popular. You see what I mean? As long as the content is something that people will want to watch. I mean, sometimes just having poor quality is not something that people will be too criticizing about, especially if you have small channels and if you have content that you don't find anyway. I've been lurking, not really lurking, but looking for specific things in Godot on YouTube, which were very hard to find. And when I did find what I wanted, looking at the quality of the sound, the camera, the structure, you don't care anymore. You have found a video, so you don't care anymore. Alright, let's throw something random in the background because we're way overdue with those. You have some videos, yeah. I did create a full new account for this, just to have things clean. You have 30 hours, nice. That's taken. Now if you do start, you don't start from 0. But yes, 4K, that's all. But anyway, making money from ads is... Because there's something you have to know also. First you need to have the 4Ks to start generating ads. But then you need to reach a certain threshold before you can take the money out of the AdSense account. So in euros, it is around 70 something. So before you have generated 70 something, you can't touch it technically. So if you really want to make just a little bit, I mean, that's fine. I mean, just like right now, the channel, it's basically a kind of passive income of 20 euros per month, which is fine. It's kind of cool. But yeah, it took me 6 months to get it to work, and now I'm on it for a year. But yeah, just don't do it and expect to have the result a month after. But on the other hand, if you happen to have something that kind of buzz and work very well and it has a lot of attraction very quickly, you can kind of make this very, very faster than what I did. Okay, we can try something. Right? Oh, I didn't buy the button because I have no brain. And I'm saying this with pure reality here. My brain is buzzing. You're afraid that you don't have a lot of time? Yeah, that's the thing. I had the luxury of having the time for it. But on the other hand, there is a lot of waiting game on this. And even if you have small videos which comes like every weeks, and a video can be done very quickly, right? For example, when I started, making a video was roughly the time of filming the video, and that was it at first. And that was still getting attraction, even though I was just filming the video, cutting maybe the beginning and the end, and then that's it. That was like 30 between 1 hour of recording. It's 30 minutes. And yeah, that was out. That was running. So that's pretty much what I was saying regarding the content. If you have a content which is hard to find and that people are interested in, you can kind of make this cheap and that will still work. Just got back from picking your daughter up from rock climbing. Rock climbing school. You done a lot since earlier? No, I did not. This is fake. This is fake. And yeah, we've been mostly chatting, really. I mean, you can watch the map if you wish. We have refactored the balloon detection system to use a RIA2D. We have added fake upgrade panel, a fake sharp panel. We have added a feedback panel though, which works. We have a turret range indicator, which kind of works, and a turret selection, which is on the process. We can kind of see the feedback if you haven't seen this one. Let's go. So maybe when you create a turret, it would be cool to deselect. Yes, there we go, we have completed. Didn't you change your mind about game resolution? I don't think so. I'm on 4:3, and the only real question which I had was, what do I do with the containers here? Like, do I use containers or not? will most likely have to put it non-resizable, but I have a lot of trouble to make that on each IO. For some reasons, when Liz plays my games on the 1 hour game jams, she always finds a way to mess the resolution. I don't know how she does that. So maybe when we create a new turret, where is it? Oh, here. We can deselect. Oh, we also need selected turret. Equal to false, maybe? False. Yeah, I'm... So it makes price minding 4.3. Why is that important? And just wondering, what is changing? What is the difference between a 4x3 balloon and a 16x9 balloon? To make map. Oh, right. Something very important, but actually kind of cool. The map here. You have the resolution of the map, if you want it. 864 by 864. Because the actual resolution is 1152, but I did cut 1/4. So, yeah, 1/4. Right, so that's a quarter. That's a quarter of the thing. So you have a 3x3 for the playable area, and the 4th here is just the UI. As for the path, you don't have to try to reproduce this one in particular, in the sense that it doesn't have to be exact, and I don't really care. I think I will probably use the same path. Or I could be like doing it in the other way. Let's see, can we do that? Oh, we can't reverse it. Ooh. Can you make rounded corner for paths? Probably by doing... Oh no, not this. You can kind of simulate one, right? I don't know how you make price shift. Oh yes, it works very fine. Bezier? Is that a Bezier? No, ContraPoints. Yeah. Well, you can do some weird things, yeah. Good. Goody good. Hey, isn't this great? It's perfect. I should Ctrl Z before it's too late. I have chills. What time do we map? Yes, that's the point. I don't know. I think you were not here when I talked about that. Basically, right now, well, I'm kind of doing the game in the spirit of the video that I sent to you the other day, which is make your game ugly, blah blah blah. I'm right now excluding any thoughts about what should the game look like. I'm just living in a tiny world where my game is all about placeholders and that's it. And it's actually very comfortable. So I have no idea. But eventually, I kinda think that the idea of having sables popping balloons, beside of being a very weird furry fantasy, could be fitting the game. Do you want me to think of it? You can think of it, but the risk is that when I start thinking about it, I go in a completely different direction. Right now, I can't guarantee that I would go anywhere. Now I'm kind of wondering if people have already done sables popping balloons. Because based on the theories, it exists. Once again, there is no way you could draw sables. Then draw ferrets. Or if you don't know how to draw ferrets, you can draw minks or mountains. You choose a choice. I actually have an idea. You can make sable gun turrets if you wish. Okay, so what was the game? Was it Pokemon Coffee something? Pokemon Cafe. Oh, that's so French. Ah, that's not really what I was looking for. But sort of. Yeah, not that much. Because technically, if we see how they draw this one in a very in a top side view, that can give us ideas. Yeah, it's very hard to do. This looks terrible. There's no way in hell this is cute. Look at this! What kind of demon is that? Honestly, if we have this thing scratching the balloons, literally me. But actually the hardest part with it, what the hell? What in the living AI is this? Depicting lively group with cute ferret companion. So yeah, my point was, if we think about the monkey, from the top-down view. It can look circular because it's a cylinder. The problem with the ferret is that it's long, so it's hard to make something that looks like a circle or a square with an animal which is based on being elongated. But we could have rectangular turrets on another hand. Oh! Right. The thing is that we don't have to make animals as turrets. Yeah. But initially I wanted to use the monkeys, but having sables would be kind of brand friendly. Is that a hedgehog? Is this the real name of the animal? It is. But and there's no point of using a hedgehog anyway. What does pop balloons? Alright, that's cool. Am I supposed to be able to read that? No, I won't even try. It's like... There's one thing in Vampire the Masquerade which I really can't. Well, it is from the Tzimitze, of course, but I think it's written this way. Yes, that's the kind of things that's not easy to pronounce. These would you say kt, like slakta or slashta? Slashta? They don't even give us an idea. And that's it. The Tzimitze is also like this. Oh, Tzimitze. Oh, really? Tzimishe. Tzimitze. And you said the Yosik? I mean, I would like S it. Like, I could be very Z, but I don't think there's a Z version, is it? Is there? Because we have a very brutal Z in French. Oh, it's a J? Like yogic? What is the other thing that the Tzimitzes do? They do this Laktas, and there's something else. Oh, so maybe those are debugged. Oh, it's between a G and a Z? Vosk? Which one comes first? Vox? Oh, that's hard. Yeah, how do I explain that? It's kind of like this letter you have in Korean, which is between the D and the T. But it's actually not that hard. So it's like in jar. Okay. Oh, jar. So maybe it's more like closer to the Z. So that would be like Yodzik? Yeah, okay. Yodzik. Yeah. I kind of briefly see how it sounds because in my tabletop RPG game, one of my players, she had the 3 nationalities. She's French, Ukrainian, and Russian. So she does speak Russian very well. Completely lost track of what I was doing. Did you make balloons? No, but I learned how to say Yojek, which is probably the hedgehog. Is it? And it's actually funny because you did come up with that exactly at that moment where I was like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do right now. Oh, actually, I'm doing nothing. That's pretty clear. I was working with turret selection. Well, technically, we could be playing the game. Because now we have a super cute turret range. Wow. Such technology. And we can change. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. And this is just static. Sable will be Sobel. Right, technically it's a Russian animal. Technically, I think. Nope. Sort of. Wait. Does Russia go over all over there? Yeah, I have the geography level of 8 years old. Yes, that's it. It's actually so huge. But I think like this is desert, right? Like nobody lives here. I mean, it's probable that anything to the right from there is just like pretty much not so inhabited. Which reminds me of something I heard this morning. Because, of course, we do have like the official medias in France which are going super crazy with the Russia thing. And there are some other non-public medias which are saying, why the hell would Russia invade other countries in Europe, like France, for territory reason? Like, why? They have this. Why would they come to France? Like, there's no logical sense in that. But yeah. Can we finish the game? I hope so. It's not hard, that's the thing. And the money should be balanced. Did I? Yes, I did update the color. Wow, it is bright. It is bright. Let's see, can we steal informations? That's the real question. Because I do know that Lise did a spreadsheet with the information on the waves. I think, I'm not sure, but maybe she did count the balloons, which is kind of a hell of a work. Or maybe I can kind of be smart. Why is it so hard to search a message for someone? Come on. The from doesn't work anymore. Is that just me? How do I company spy? Where is it? Where is live discussion? Live text? Is that it? Yes, let's see. Is there a kind of spreadsheet we can pick? That's Frogger thing. That doesn't sound good. 23-1. Yeah, that's just a no. Say what? Well, I mean, I feel like there's a trap. Because it doesn't look that bad. It's Liatushka? I mean, oh, are you trying to make me be banned from YouTube by saying bad things? You big mean? And I can't steal anything. Frog. Okay. That's a very long way to say frog. Where could she have put that? Maybe she didn't share it, which would make sense. Let's see. That's me. Woo. Please, example game post. Oh no, this is going to go at the top. The Aldier. I think I can't tell that. I will have to politely ask. That's so bad. The game doesn't end until it crashes. That's the rule. There it is. So. Let's try to see if I can do. What time is it? 22. Oh, that's great. Actually, it's kind of weird, but going live gave me a lot of energy. Sometimes I have like some weird, like, yawning and stuff, but otherwise, being live is very energizing. And I forgot what I was looking for. I'm energized, but yeah, my brain's bailing on me. The map looks like intestines. Mine? Oh, yeah, this one? Yeah. I didn't choose those colors for this reason, but I did realize when we had like the white balloons, it really looked like the trans flag. That was like not by design. With something red coming out? Oh. The red balloons. So what about instead of balloons, we actually make a tower defense inside the body? And you are... What could you be... Like viruses? That would be weird. Kind of like surfing on real events, you know. Nice idea though, yeah. Like, there was a time when having levels in the inside of a monster was very popular. And I'm not talking about Path of Exile, also it is a very good example of that. PlayStation 1 things, the bowels of the monster was something I don't know, is that an Asian thing? I think there was mostly Japanese games. Maybe not. Did you go in the bowels of a creature for Ape Escape? Guru? I don't think I know that. Oh, that. I did not know that. I'm gonna watch the images on this. Okay, I understand better now. There are definitely some creepy mangas about that. Oh, and it's probably from the English word gore, which is badly pronounced. I mean, badly pronounced. Japanese pronounced. Could be not. Could not be. Don't Google them? Yes, I did, just like the pictures are hidden. I'm pretty sure there was... Yeah, anyway. Ooh. Turret upgrades? Oh, maybe I could link the turret selection to the one in the shop. It's actually quite interesting to see how this box is coming nicely there, even though I did not calculate this. That's very lucky. Believe me or not, but I love to draw something like that when I was 8 years old. You mean Go stuff? It's actually not that hard to believe. I think it is actually quite common for children. I mean, not common, but it's not like surprising. There's a kind of curiosity about it, you know. And especially, I think it is a kind of curiosity which is nourished by the taboo of it, in the sense that it exists on television, comics, games, and stuff. It exists. But at the same time, it is kind of taboo, so there's this curiosity of why is that so... why is that not supposed to be represented? There's this question. So you kind of try, you know, to see, okay, I represent it. What's the problem, actually? And there's no problem, so it kind of tickles the curiosity even more. Writing for. I'm probably gonna save this in a different scene to make things a little bit more readable. It was low-key fun? Yeah, I can guess that. And anyway, usually at this age you're not good enough in drawing to make something that is really disturbing, right? It's just like cartoonish, I could say. Because I've seen, for example, like, you may have already seen that, those artists who will pick a children coloring book and they will redraw horror things on top of that. And that's very good. And this is kind of disturbing. But the day an 8-year-old does that, we're good. They were stickmans. Yeah, I'm gonna go with probably not disturbing them. I will find a name for my folder, and someone who's like rewatching the rerun of something like could count how long it takes for me to find. Talking about Stickman, it reminds me something I was doing in high school, and I really recently talked about this because I saw the guy I was doing that with, Stickman. At the bottom of not the books, but of our notebooks, we would like make a kind of comic which was following the bottom line of the pages, and you would just like it would just be like a comic on a huge line like this, and we were drawing that, not really animations, more like drawn in the sense of a comic case, and that would be like a story, yes, and that was very fun. And we were doing that. We were drawing one part, then the other draws part, and we were kind of seeing where does the other one is driving the character toward, and what are you doing with that. That was super cool. Like when he presented this, and when we talked about this, her girlfriend, which was basically meeting me for the first time, she was saying like, "Oh, I heard so much about you and stuff," and he was like so excited about showing me all those little drawings, and I was like, that was very cool to do, so I understand. But yeah, it looks like a fox directly taken from Cult of the Lamb, so I don't want to know what he's eating. But yeah, that's the YouTube emotes. And that's the same thing, like that red little guy, which is kind of, how to describe this? It's like a worms, but the Wish or Temu version of a worms. What's that behind him? Does it have a tail? I don't know. So yeah, it's red info. Oh, do I make that a singleton? Could be very useful. That could be very useful. His shoulder? Nah, can't be. It would be lower. Now, I really see this as a worm with the tail behind it. I don't know. I'm kind of seeing the shoulder situation, but it is so small. It's a smolder at the best, but not a shoulder. That's gonna be a worm. Yeah. Red info. Molder, like the dragon. I think it means something. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I thought. Wait, not again? What again? Did I miss something? Oh, you're scared of my singleton? Oh, the League. Actually, I thought about it because I think I was watching Malcolm in the Middle, and I noticed the word smolder in it, something like this. And I was like, oh wait, that's a real word? Like, it means something, it's not just a name? And based on the context, it was talking about fire. So I was like, okay, so that's actually a verb regarding something burning. So yeah, that's just a thought I had, but I didn't check it. But now I do know. Why did I want to make that a singleton? Yeah. Do I have a few labels to make? Oh, the upgrade. I don't know how I will manage the upgrade buttons. Do you hide it? So that when there's no selected turret. Probably yes. There we go. Oh, deselecting is gonna be easy. Ta-da! Maybe I should create the references to save 2 nanoseconds. That's important. Oh, did you see that? Wait a second. It doesn't have to be about animals, but it doesn't have to be about food either. So I don't know if that's an error, or if you really want laser beams. Even though I don't really know how it would turn out. Like beans shooting lasers? No, there's something. There's obviously something. There's an idea here to explore. But here, look at that. Look at that. Look how amazing this is. Don't have fun of me? Of course I will. So we don't have to calculate projectiles velocity, etc. Yes, I mean, anyway, I plan to make projectiles, I would plan to make them very fast. we could have the magnifying glass turret. There's really no word for that. Like you need to. But the thing is that it wouldn't very easy to draw and stuff. What is that? You never made fire with a magnifying glass? Use that to create a beam, a laser beam. What if I... Yeah, well, I basically do that. But the thing is that the balloons are kinda fast, right? If you want to do that with this item, it would be kinda complicated. I get that. That's probably easier to start a fire with this than with the stones. But that is so cool. Anyway, turrets have no name. Turrets have no name. Which means that I have to create turret resources and upgrade resources. What if we don't do upgrades yet? Sounds nice, isn't it? I think so. We can make cats instead of monkeys. I usually love cats, but for some reasons I don't see it. I mean, it's either monkeys, either sables, or eventually ducks. No, the only thing that made sense was the hedgehog, because of the spikes. That was... I see you're a cat hater. No, I'm not. But for some reason, it's the combination of cats and balloons. There's something wrong, but I don't know what. Maybe the pirate cats from the balloon in American Dad? But I don't think so. We can make paper boxes. When you say paper, you mean like how is that name in English? But the brown things. Hey, not important. How you doing? Are you winning, son? Maybe. Maybe. Today's very chill. Cardboard boxes. That's kind of. You're getting ready for bed? Well, if you want, we can show you what's happening in the game since the last time. So I don't know when was the last time you came, but I've added a few dummy buttons. And yeah, it's cool. So you drop by, I really appreciate that. So we just added dummy buttons and turret range so that we can see. And we also added a feedback panel here. So right now I'm in the process of connecting this upgrade panel to the turrets. And I actually decided to kind of move from that to creating different kinds of turrets. So that when you click on those buttons, you can create different kinds of turrets. It's coming along nice? Yeah, it's fine. We're chilling because we have 30 days. But yeah, I really like the idea of just copying something, and it's really cool to kind of put your brain in the cardboard box. To use a word I just learned. Actually learned, but it's method. Right. Yeah, I actually need to create a resource for the towers. That's kind of the part which is usually kind of interesting, I guess. Creating, I don't want to say features, but game content. And usually when I create games, projects, I rush to create resources very early. And here I didn't. Which is quite unusual. Cats, easy to draw. Boxes, easy to draw. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I like cats too much to disgrace them with this kind of game. And cat boxes. Cardboard boxes. Whatever. Which is kind of funny because I don't have any problems with the sables. Interesting. Maybe I do not like sables as much as I do like cats. Or maybe I don't like cats as much as I did now that I'm a sable fan. Who knows? Could be the last thing. Oh, I was about to say swords. I wonder why. So that's gonna be a... Again, I wanted to say swords. It's like my brain is wired. Resources equals sword. Oh no. No. I'm smart. Yeah, do not forget, you know, the swords. Must not forget. That's something I kinda dislike with Godot, is the absence of namespace. And here is the exact example of why I do like namespace. Let's say that you have turrets, but then you want to reuse the class name several times. Then you kind of have resource.turrets, then you have UI.turrets, and you have objects, not objects, but entities.turret, that kind of things. And then based on what you bring, like let's say that you say using entities, then from there the class knows that you will be using turret entities, so you don't have to say all that kind of stuff. Well, that's just a cool thing you can do. Anyway, Do we need a key? I want to say no. Well, time to go to bed, I guess. Is it? Yes, I am. Well, good night to you, and thanks for passing by. That was very cool. You're super sleepy? Yeah, I feel you. You don't have the advantage of being on the stream side of the stream, which is like giving you the super secret energy boost. It's technically, I thought I would be streaming for 1 hour, and it's because I was exhausted, and it's 3 hours. It's kind of crazy. That's Cap? Oh, you just finished the stream yourself. Cool. What are you streaming about? Playing Yakuza. I think I heard about this. But yeah, I'm not really up to date with the big games. We'll check. It's not gonna cost a lot. That's probably what I was thinking about. What is that? Maybe not. I did hear about that. Where? Oh, I think someone talked about... Was it Nico? I think Nico talked about that on Discord. Do they both support emojis? That's a very good question. The level of interactions and attention drops drastically. Yeah, you'd have no idea how cooked I am right now. Because I'm exhausted and I'm super high because of my pain medication. So right now my brain is in vacation and it takes me like roughly 5 minutes to name a folder. So just prefer to go to bed, yeah. The latest Yakuza game. I actually don't know the series, I just heard about it once. Let's see. Let's put a wave in it. UX. Yeah, you're off to bed. Good night to you. And you can share your channel on the Discord if you wish. The labels do support emojis. We learn every day. And no one tells me that I forgot the A. You big mean people. I guess those emojis can be different on different platforms. Yes, I bet there is. Oh, thank you. Well, that's fine. I mean, I prefer like having kind of a open community in the sense that we can share things rather than not sharing. Oh, having a base cost could be cool. I mean, cost, right? That's kind of a number I've already seen somewhere. I can't tell where. S. Costs. That's the thing. We'll have to differentiate the attack type. So concretely, we have 2 towers with the same type, and then the other 3 all have their own things. So do we care about creating resources for that? Maybe. Ooh, there's the cooldown. That's the cooldown. And eventually the attack type. Did I create an enum for that? I don't think so. Range, eventually. That floats. Which means, this means I will have to find a way to bind the range with property so that it can increase or decrease. Yeah, that goes. That goes away. And I get range indicator, turret, range property, and auto adjustment, and range property. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Actually, I'm starting to realize that the amount of yarn per minute is increasing drastically. So I think that will be it for me. What time is it? 3, well, almost 4 hours. I'm just gonna check what we have. Alright. So I'm halfway in the sword, isn't it? Resource. See, I'm at a point where I don't even want to correct my brain when it happens. So, the resource. Monkey update 2. And I'm gonna leave that in doing, so. And I can kind of remember. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna save that right now. We have this and construction summary. Cool. So that's gonna be it. Thank you for you guys who are still here, who are rewatching the video. Whatever. I always appreciate having you around. Super cool. And I'm gonna jump to my bed because right now, yeah, I feel like maybe at some point there's one effect that will drop down and I will drop down with it. Just thank you, Alfion, for being another member, and actually an active member because you are a member of the channel now, and you are in the chat, right? Because our frog friend is very kind as well to be a member, but I actually don't really have much interaction with him. Oh, hello. Do you actually have the... I don't have link to your YouTube to your Discord account. So if you want the Discord role and have access to the amazing channel, you can always link your YouTube account to your Discord account, but keep it private in the sense that it doesn't show on the profile. You know how I can spoil you? Yeah, thank you. That's the kind of thing I was expecting with this perks thing. I really wanted it to be cheap so that it's just like kind of you don't have to go through coffee or stuff or anything, and it is actually like, I don't know exactly how much is taken from YouTube, but that's like a lot of ad watch time, that's for sure. That's for sure. So yeah, thank you for that. And yeah, I will be probably slowly disappearing, and it's actually fun because the camera rectangle, I mean, oh, I can see now. Oh yeah, the camera rectangle goes up to there with the cursor, but well, I don't know why it's doing that. So anyway, I'm gonna disappear like this. And I will see you guys tomorrow if, yeah, I don't know. Every time I make plans, it doesn't happen. That's the same thing as built-in function. Yes. It's gonna be terrific. Sure. Right.